Hello, everyone. Candy Tobias back again to talk about one of my favorite countries, Italy. And today we're going to talk about Venice. Venice is just an enchanting, beautiful city. It's on the northeastern part of Italy. There are no cars in Venice because it's 118 islands that are connected via bridges over canals. So you either get around by boat or walking. You can get lost very easily walking around Venice. And I do mean literally lost. We were looking at a map walking around, and before you know it, I had no idea where I was on a map. And I'm really good with maps, but those old cities, they're not on a grid. They kind of twist and turn. Luckily, we had somebody in a cafe that helped me out and kind of got us back to where we wanted to be. The touristy heart of Venice is going to be San Marco. That's where you will find St. Mark's Square. You have to see it. It's large, it's audacious, it's gorgeous, the history. Just to be able to look around and walk there, that's where you'll find the bell tower. If you take the elevator up in the bell tower, and you do need tickets for that, you're going to see one of the best views in Venice. When we were touring there, we had mentioned one of the churches and saying how beautiful it is and something about older. And our guide said, "Oh, that's not old. That's from the 1500s. One of the reasons 1500s didn't seem that old is because St. Mark's Basilica is from the 9th century AD. So it kind of gives you a little bit of a comparison. Of course, everybody kind of romanticizes going into Venice and taking a gondola ride. Couple of words of caution with the gondola ride. If your heart's set on, you really want to do it, absolutely do a gondola ride. But make sure you negotiate the cost before you get in the gondola. They are very expensive. You need to know what they're going to charge you and for how much time. And if you're thinking they're going to sing to you, that's only going to happen if you pay extra. So it's going to be a very short ride on the gondola. But again, if your heart's set on it, go ahead and do it. My candid tip to you is to think about taking a different type of boat ride. You will see those Chris Craft, those beautiful wooden boats. I absolutely love them. They are going through the canals. My suggestion and candid tip is to take a canal cruise. There's usually only a handful of people, maybe 8 max, because it's on typically one of those wooden Chris Craft boats. It's about 2 hours. You get to see a lot of Venice. They give you the history. Some of them you get off, you walk around. It's really amazing. They go through the smaller areas. They go through the outer edge. They go down the Grand Canal. And it's really cool, the architecture and the things that you'll see on the Grand Canal from the water is a whole different perspective. So I highly recommend taking one of those canal cruises. Well worth the money. It's going to be a couple of hours. I'm going to put a link to the cruise so you have an idea. You can book right through that link if you're going to be in Venice, and you'll be able to check it out on your own. Now, there's a few other islands. You may have heard of Murano Glass. There's also Burano in Lido. Really great if you have the time to be able to go to one of the islands. Lido has a beach. Burano is colorful. Fantastic way to have like a meal over there. And then, of course, Murano. I'm a sucker for Murano glass. So I ended up buying a piece and had it shipped home. Do not regret it at all. Really cool when you go in and they will, you have to negotiate the price and you have to sign the actual hand-done glass work, so that when you get it shipped to you, you know it's the same one that you bought. So there is a water taxi that goes around the outer side of Venice and will go to those islands. Some only go to Murano, and you may have to get other transportation over if you want to go to Murano or Lido. If you're only there for one day, you're probably not going to have enough time to be able to do that. Again, you have to decide what you want to see and where you want to go. Venice is worth spending a few days looking around, being able to really explore and see some of those islands. Venice is just one of those fabulous cities that I don't know that anything else compares to it. And just enjoy, just kind of lose yourself in Venice and the atmosphere. Again, follow along. I'm going to be highlighting different parts of Italy. Go ahead and subscribe, like, share if somebody else is traveling to Italy. More than happy to answer your questions. And we'll talk again soon. Ciao.